Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. Sorry that I've been on delay for so freaking long, but... Well, really, this video you're seeing right here should have gone up a long time ago, but the audio kept failing. Like, the second I would finish recording, Audacity would just crash, and it happened about 3 or 4 times, and I eventually just gave up, and just, you know, went on hiatus and stuff. So yeah, this is actually leftover footage from when I used my Dazzle. Which, if you couldn't tell by my most recent videos, I now have an HD PVR. So from this point on, after this video, the quality should, well, not exactly go up because this is Paper Mario, so it doesn't look amazing. But my videos should look a lot better from there on. I'm also using a new headset that I wasn't using before as well, and I haven't actually tested to see how well this works when it comes to Let's Plays. I've done a little bit of recording, and I've used it, like, online and stuff, but I haven't actually used it for recording these Let's Plays yet. So, yeah, sorry about all this, but so many problems kept getting in the way, jeez. But hopefully I don't keep having this problem, because it's really getting annoying. I guess I should probably start talking about the game, considering this is a Let's Play, but I just needed to get all that crap out of the way. Anyway, yeah, we're on another Peach section, and there was this humongous Shy Guy that wants us to, well, make him some food. But before we do that, we can come in this room and get a Last Stand badge. So, we should probably go and, well, do something with it. Actually, I can't remember. It's been so long since I recorded. Have I actually explained that? No, actually, I don't even know if I do that in this segment. God, yeah, it's been so long I've forgotten a lot of stuff that I did. I at least watched the last video to know where I was in the game, but that's about it. Anyway, so... yeah, we need to make the Shy Guy some food, so come to the kitchen. You could actually come in here when you're Mario and stuff, but really there was nothing you could do. It was just, no, an extra room. Personally, I really hate this segment. Like this Peach segment. Thousand Year Door has a segment almost just like it, and it is just as, almost if not worse, than this one. I'll show why. There's one little part in this section that I just really find annoying if you don't do it right. So first thing you do, take the sugar, then take some eggs. Standard, we're just trying to make a cake, so pretty much the most standard. Kind of just showing off the kind of things you can use. You don't actually use everything here. I remember in the original recording I was talking about that cleanser, the fact that you never actually use it. But yeah, there's a few things you don't use. You never use the cleanser, you don't ever use the salt. Just, I guess they kind of put it there just to make it look more like a real kitchen, I guess. Alright, so here, just hit A as fast as you can for 10 seconds. I don't think it really matters if you... I don't think I've ever seen this part cause the cake to fail. Like, ever. So I don't even know if it's really possible for that. Alright, next step is flour and butter. Okay. Flour's right here. And butter is in this bottle right here. The butter looks weird. I always think of one of those standard cups or a bar, but that looks... I don't know. This just looks like a generic jar. Looks really liquidy, too. Alright, so it auto-stirs, and right here... well, is this it? Yeah, I think this is the part where I commonly screw up on, right here. On to the next step, and... bake it for 30 seconds. Yeah, this is the part where I typically screw up, and... Yeah, and I mentioned in Thousand Year Door, they do the same thing. That's because in that game, you have to make like a potion and you have to heat it for 30 seconds or so. The problem with this is that, for one, it is very precise. You have to get it almost dead on 30 seconds. And, well, that wouldn't be too hard, because, I mean, you can just look at a clock, but one of the annoying things is that there's also a huge delay between you pressing the button and it actually start cooking. And this can really throw you off. I failed this like 20 times on my first playthrough, but that was back when I was like 8 or something. So, I remember I was watching the clock on my computer when I was doing this, and I was waiting for it to for the second hand to get up to the top. Yeah, I believe you should start counting when it makes that sound, but I still find it a little annoying just because of how precise it has to be. Alright. Yeah, and on this run I managed to get on the first try, so luckily there's no restarting. Plus, even if I did fail, I would probably just edit it out. So you gotta decorate it with cream and strawberries. This part's a little, I don't know, weird. It says cream and strawberries, but I found that there is some leniency in how you can do this part. At least I remember. There's not much leniency you really have in this part, but I remember when I was young, I did this part wrong, but it still accepted it. I believe I simply put strawberries on it, and then I put the cream over the strawberries, and then put strawberries on top of that. But I believe it still accepted it as correct. Which is kind of weird, but I guess in technicality, that wouldn't really screw up a cake. It would just make it really lumpy, I guess, on the top. But really, I don't know. And boom. Oh. Oh! This is way too delicious! Kinda skipped through the text there a little fast. Next spirit is in Mount Lava Lava on Lava Lava Island. Try saying that 10 times fast. So if it isn't obvious by that name, it's obviously a fire-themed chapter. And actually, I don't really... It's one of my least favorite chapters, honestly. Mostly because of the beginning. The first half is annoying, but the second half is a little... No, the first half is kind of bad, but the second half is much better. And Kammy Koopa comes in here, takes a few seconds to realize that it's Peach he's actually talking to. And here, we get a new star power, and I really love this one. It's called Chill Out. Basically, what this is supposed to do is it reduces the power of all enemies on the field, I think by 3 attack or something. I personally find this to be one of the most useful abilities in the game, just because the really hard bosses, it makes them outrageously pathetic, and they just can't do anything. It makes them useless. You know, it's definitely useful if you're doing a low HP run, which I have. Alright. So, we know where the next Star Spirit is, on Lava Lava Island. We just need to, well, find a way to get there. I'm not exactly sure what it was I was doing here. Yeah, check on the shop. Not really anything useful. Double dip is nice, but really, it's not needed. Because, I mean, I don't use items very much. Alright, where was I going next? Okay, alright, going to the... going to the baker thing. Yeah, give her the cookbook. That's right, now I remember. Give her the cookbook, and you get a new little, function. Basically, it allows you to cook 2 items at once. If you choose 2 compatible items, it'll make one that is generally a lot better than if you cook 1 item. But it is, of course, a little more difficult to figure out which ones are compatible. She normally gives you an item on the spot upon giving her the... I believe she gives you one when you give her the cookbook, but I think my inventory was full. So you go around these boxes, climb over here, and you can find a coin box. Or a coin block. Got a lot of money. Like, the most expensive thing in the game, I think, is about 300, so... I can pretty much buy anything at this point. So, actually, right there was Colorado from the 2nd chapter, if you remember. Talking about this weird whale here. Ground pound on his back. This thing's got a weird theme. Colorado likes to call this thing a tuna. So basically, we have to, well, go inside. And actually, this tongue has some really weird... It's just really weird. There's this thing here. You're supposed to don't even try getting a primitive. I'm not sure if you can even get a primitive strike on it. It might be possible, but honestly, I don't know. Anyway, one of the gimmicks about this fight is that you need Watt to do this fight. If you don't have Watt out, the entire field will go dark and you can't attack him. So, yeah, it's kind of like the Lantern Ghost and stuff, but... well, there is no light in here, so you have to use the only light source you have. He's not really that strong, but there's one thing that can be a little annoying, and it's the fact that he clings to the ceiling, and he does this constantly. There isn't an easy way to really attack the ceiling. If you have a character like Watt that just hits him directly like that, or I believe Quake Hammer also works. I tried to use Volt Shroom since I never use these things. Thought I might as well do that to get some extra damage in. And he was only 1 HP left. He only had 1 HP left. So it was a pretty good finish. Water's rising. That whale has like boxes and stuff in its stomach. Did you just say Dr. Mario? It went by too fast. I think he said Dr. Mario. So that's a nice reference there. I'm gonna save first. And then... let's take a ride with the whale. And Colorado's gonna come with us. He actually plays a pretty big part in this chapter. This guy dies because he's a pretty cool character. We get a nice little scene of us going across the ocean, kind of like what happened when we went to a dry outpost with the train. Chapter 5! Hot Times on Lava Lava Island! If you can't tell what kind of boss we have here, then I really don't know what to think of you. Okay, so you can talk to Whale anytime, and he'll just take you right back. Again, just like Dry Outpost. You can examine these things. Some of them will drop hearts. Some of them will just, do nothing. You have to, when you're on top of one of those flowers, just do the spin and it'll blow you up like that. And actually over here, behind this bush, is a stopwatch. Let's just get this letter. And, oh hey, look, Colorado's getting attacked. Let's say we help him. Really, the ground pound is a little abusable at times, I believe, when it comes to, getting a primitive strike. Like, I don't know, it makes your hitbox really weird, so if any enemy touches you during the animation, you immediately get the primitive. And it's a boosted primitive, too. If you hand these trees, you can get coconuts. They're not really useful. I believe you just throw them and they hit an enemy for like 1 point of damage, that's it. And that's the same as a pebble. You really think they would do more. Because, I mean, seriously, coconuts hurt. Yeah, we're, in basically a village of Yoshis, if you couldn't tell. There's a lot of Yoshis. And there's a fat Yoshi, too. There's also a fish back there, for some reason. Kind of... So you're checking the shop. Gonna sell some of the random junk. Oh, coconuts give 1 coin. I guess that's, like, the only use they have. What's this here? Okay, I sell the stopwatch. I really don't think the stopwatch is that great. I mean, time stop is a great status condition, I'll admit. But it's just one of those status conditions that you never see working. It purely just never works. And let's see, the timeline's at the very end, so I guess that's the end of that video. Alright, see you next time. And from this point on, it should be, hopefully, live recordings. And I'll also be recording with my new PVR. Alright, see you next time.